The old mother-in-law was cleaning when her daughter-in-law threw more trash on her and said, "Finish the cleaning quickly." Hearing the sound of the door, she realized someone was coming inside. She immediately sat her old sick mother-in-law on a chair and said no one should find out what was happening here. Just then, her little daughter and husband entered the house. The little girl was very happy to see her grandmother and hugged her tightly, but suddenly she noticed deep wounds on her grandmother's body and innocently asked, "How did this happen?" The son looked at his wife and said, "You do not take care of my mother at all. How did she get such deep injuries?" She replied, "I have no idea." He then took his mother inside and said, "You need rest. You must take care of yourself," and asked his wife and daughter to look after her before leaving again. After sending the little girl to her room, the daughter-in-law said to her mother-in-law, "Now you must be comfortable lying here." She then went forward, prepared a drink for her old mother-in-law, and handed it to her. Before she could drink it, the little girl entered again asking for water. The grandmother lovingly handed her a glass, but the mother strictly said, "This water is only for grandmother, not for you," and gave the glass back to her mother-in-law. Feeling suspicious, the old woman refused to drink it and went to another room with her granddaughter. A little while later, there was a knock at the door. The daughter-in-law opened it to find her boyfriend standing there. She told him it was not the right time, but he did not listen. While they were talking, the grandmother and the little girl saw everything. The grandmother quietly recorded a video of them. When the two noticed the daughter-in-law quickly approached them, and the grandmother secretly handed her phone to the little girl and told her to leave. The old woman then tried to explain to her daughter-in-law, "What you are doing is wrong. I will tell my son." In anger, the woman locked her mother-in-law in a small room. Her boyfriend fitted a tube inside the room connected to his car exhaust and started the engine. The smoke began filling the room, making it hard for the old woman to breathe. Meanwhile, the little girl went upstairs and called her father, telling him everything. When he rushed back home and asked his wife, "What are you doing?" she got nervous. Before she could reply, her boyfriend came from behind and said, "The job is done." Shocked, the husband asked, "What are you doing here?" She quickly replied, "Nothing. We were just trying to clean the house." At that moment, the little girl was trying to pull the pipe out to save her grandmother when a police officer saw her and stopped her, saying, "This is dangerous. You should not play with it." The little girl told him, "My grandmother's life is in danger." When the officer asked where she pointed towards the house. Seeing the situation, the boyfriend tried to escape, but the officer caught him. The little girl told her father that her grandmother was inside, and he panicked and immediately rescued her. Once outside, he angrily asked his wife who did this. The little girl exposed both her mother and her boyfriend, showing the video her grandmother had recorded. After watching the video, the husband said, "What kind of woman are you? You do not care for yourself, your home, or even your child." His wife tried to deny it, saying, "It is not what you think it is, just a misunderstanding." But for the crime of attempting to kill an elderly woman, the police officer arrested both the wife and her boyfriend and took them away. Respect and care for parents and elders, because their prayers bring blessings, while their pain brings destruction. If you learned something new today, give us a like, share, and follow.